In this video, I will quickly show you how we can install concepts, load it, and then do some basic navigation in it. So we're inside the App Store, and I typed in concepts, and let's download it. Goes pretty fast, the program isn't too big. And then when it is finished installing, let's start it. There's just a quick tour about some of these things, and you want to create your own free account. That's good for syncing, etc. and palettes. So let's sign in. I will sign in with my account I have. There we are. Very good. And then I go one further. And you see here at the bottom it says restore purchase. Since I have one of the legacy packages, I bought it a few years ago. Now I just click on restore purchase. So this restore purchase is actually really useful. Let's say you give back the school iPad and then you buy your own iPad. Now you don't have to rebuy concepts. You just then basically install it and restore the purchase and everything is done. Because I have a legacy package, I do not have access to all the new assets, which however you can get here for $4.99 per month or $29 per year, which is ridiculously cheap. The semester we also do not collect course material fees, so this is all actually pretty good. Or I mean, financially affordable. Okay, so let's go to concepts. Upper left corner, we have a plus. That's actually for the projects. At the center bottom, that's a plus to make more artboards. Upper right corner, that is now your account or sorting. There's also for like an online manual, etc. So click on the plus at the bottom and then we create a new document. For the first time I will ask you, are you left or right-handed? I'm right-handed, and all the other stuff we simply keep as is. Very good. So let me very quickly explain to you how concepts works. Upper right corner you see there is import and export. So we will use this at one point. When you tap on the import text, it opens and closes. Again, question mark there, we can go to the online manual. And then there's a gear for preferences. So what type of paper do we want? What type of grid would we like? The artboard size, infinite or 11 by 8.5 by inches. So I'm actually on the new Mac Pro, so when I do this with the pencil, the interface will look a little bit different. So now just with my finger I tap onto it and then you see the keyboard pops up and it gives you all those options. So I want this maybe to be centimeters. Oh no, it's all in inches. Very good. Done. Keyboard goes away. With the switch icon we can switch the orientation. Drawing scale, we want this to be in inches, but maybe 1 inch on the paper should be 12 inches. And so this way you can see that's how you establish a scale already. It's super easy. Or we just go one by one. At the bottom, then there we can specify what units do we want. Now we will work here with inches, for example. Okay, tap somewhere outside, and there we are. With your 2 fingers, you can zoom in to pinch. 2 fingers rotate. 2 fingers move left and right, up and down, actually pans around. And you see when we rotate, the document or the page snaps to 90-degree increments, which is really nice. Also, upper right corner, you see the zoom tells you, so this is now really 100%. So if I draw a line that's 1 inch, it will be 1 inch. Also on my display. That's really cool. So upper right corner, we see our toolbar. So I can click on this or this. It switches between the different tools. And then when I go to this tool, I have here thickness, can slide, transparency, or if I have any sort of smoothing. So with 0, for example, it looks like this. With 50, it looks like this. You notice how actually the curve gets more and more smooth, and with 100, it's a straight line. That's actually the nice thing about concepts. So if you want to draw straight lines, we don't have to use any guides. We simply set the pen to just draw straight lines. And then we do a start and an end point. Okay. We also have here undo points or icons. And we can do this also with 3 fingers and 2 fingers. Okay. There's the point to select, and the select tool, we have an item picker and a lasso. With a lasso, I can draw a selection over an object. Or with an item picker, I click and then I move the plus onto an object and it picks it. And then there I get more options like make a copy it into the memory, lock it, make a duplicate, delete it, flip it one way or the other way. Here I made a duplicate and I can move it out. At the bottom now we see we cannot rotate it, but we can stretch it. Now we can rotate it. We cannot scale it, only rotate it. So you just simply tap on these objects. There's also a stretch and a scale. What's the difference? Scale actually scales the size of the stroke tube, and sketch just keeps it as is. Okay. So I had this point or this element selected, and you see when I go then to another tool, it switches it. How cool is that? No? Pretty fantastic. So let's set up actually our interface for what we want to do. So I go to this tool, double tap, and then we get the menu to decide what tool do we want there to see. For example, the pen. Very good. And then I can click somewhere else, and there we are. Now for this pen, we could specify a thickness and like a smoothing, so 100. I want this to be not transparent, but the color. So I can click on the color circle in the center. I would like that to be black. Cool. Then I go to the next tool, double tap. Let's say here I would like this to be fixed width. Yeah, that is fine. Okay, but I have here 0, a 0.013. Let's go to here. And we then just do the same. So how can we get the same value like the other pen? So 0.013. You see with the slider, I can slide this still. Hopefully that is correct. But I can also with the finger go on and click and hold on the number, and then I can type in 0.013. There, very good. Let's go to here, double tap. We will set this maybe to a soft pencil. Double tap on this one. Oh, not clear, sorry. Whoa, sorry, what did I do? Let's drag this one out. This might be okay to actually show. So when you hold your finger on an interface element, you see how we can push everything out. And then we can reorganize everything. Okay, so tapping on the eraser. The eraser I would like to be just the marker. Very good. Here we have a tool. Tap on it. Maybe we make this watercolor. Okay. And then we have here one more. So click on it one more time. We will set this to be hard mask. And then the last one is actually slice. So this is all good. Okay. And then when we select a tool, we can specify colors very easily. So maybe here, this one we make black 2. This is our pencil. Maybe here we give this a nice blue color. The marker, we give this another blue color too. So how do we make the colors the same? So when we go to here, this is actually copy color B66. Tapping on that center blue color pops out the copy color wheel, blue 66. Where is it? There. So they are the same. What this is the watercolor. Let's give this a nice green. Yeah, and the others, they're fine. And the eraser or the slice, they're like cutting tools. Very good. So I hope this actually showed you how we can customize the toolbar on top. Then we have this precision thing. We can turn on dots for the grid on and off. Or graph paper. I can also actually, with the pencil, tap onto the grid type, and then it pops up the interface too. So now I with the pencil, instead of going to the upper right corner where we have the menu or the wheel, I just tap with my finger onto dot grid. Then we have snapping options. Also here with the pencil, I tap onto options, and then it gives me all these other options. Snap to grid, sure. Align to grid, autocomplete, while snap while editing. Yeah, this is all good. What's actually pretty cool, it has here this option of active layer only. So we can, when we draw, for example, only snap to something that's on the layer or the sheet of paper we're working on. Pretty smart. Measurement. If we want to draw something, here, check this out. So I go to my pen tool, 100%. I have measurement turned on, and I draw a line. And you see that's actually a little bit zigzagging. That's because I have the grid snapping turned on. And now I can draw this more freely, and you see this is 6 inches. I can draw another line, go here to this end. Do you notice how it snapped to the end? Zack. Zack. So you don't even have to be very controlled in how to end shapes. We simply let the software snap to the ends. Yeah, cool. Then we also have here guides. So guides, we have lines, arc, angle, ellipse, and rectangle. Let's move this to here. Then I can draw. I move actually my pen either on the ellipse or outside the ellipse, but it draws then only on the ellipse template. I can, with the pencil, move the center point around, and then I have these 4 circles. With a pencil, or stylus, if you're on Android, when you click and hold these circles, then you can rotate them. And this way we adjust an ellipse and rotate it. Okay. And then we have layers. Layers actually pretty cool. It says under layers sorting automatic. So let's make a marker. Oh, I still have this guide turned on, so I turn this off. So I put some marker stuff down. Then let's go to watercolor. Okay, there's my watercolor. And you notice actually that it puts it onto individual layers all the time. Here's my pencil. Pencil is 100. Let's make this maybe like this. There. Okay. Airbrush we don't have. So this is up to you if you want to work this way, or if we tap on it, it does it automatic manual. I primarily work manually because then I can give these layers also names. So how do we work with layers? When you tap on a layer, this where you, for example, it reads pencil, or you can also tap on the image, it selects the layer. With the eye, we hide it. And when we tap twice onto the name, then we get this menu, make it more transparent, lock the layer, delete the layer, merge everything down onto a layer below, delete, what's this one? Oh, rename the layer, or select everything on that layer. Now we can move this around. Okay. Since we are, or since I have the pencil turned on, I would like to show you something. So let's delete everything. So here, delete, delete, delete. This one, select everything and delete. And now with the stylus perpendicular to the surface, I draw, and then I rotate my pen so it's parallel. And you see that actually it simulates the rotation of a tool, which is pretty cool. Also, when we sketch gentle or press harder, it has pressure sensitivity. Yeah, and kind of like this is nearly everything. So let's go to lasso and select and delete everything. A few more things to do. So here I sketch something and sketch something, and then I go to select this line and say, well, you should be marker. And what you see there right now, that's the reason why I love concepts. It is vector based, and I can move and rotate everything and swap stuff out. I can adjust the colors, I can adjust the tool, even it adjusts the tool properties. For example, this pen is set up to be 100% smooth, so it's a straight line, while actually here my my pencil is just has only a little bit of smoothing. I can still afterwards adjust literally everything. So as you see, it's super nice. So this allows you to be, how could I say that? Yeah, we can adjust every line. So we don't have to redraw stuff. If we don't like a line, we can simply, let's say here, we go picker, select this, and I want to move this to there. Let's rotate it with 2 fingers, rotate it, scale it, push into that corner. So it gives you maximum flexibility in your work. Another really interesting element is this is the reason why we have a slice and a draw tool. So the slice tool really slices this into 2 elements. But the mask tool is not masking it. it is actually, or not erasing it is actually just masking it. You see it, so it's kind of cool actually. And there's my masking stroke, and I can move this to there, and then all that stuff is hidden. Or I can select it and delete it, and then this masking stroke is gone. I can select this masking stroke and say, well, just be a watercolor thing. I should have said that because I don't see it. Interesting. I thought this was possible to work that way. Let's make this nice and thick. There, okay, so just out of curiosity, if I select this and then say be a mask. Oh yeah, okay, cool. Now there you see. And be back to line, be back this. Yeah, cool. So this is just all just tools we can swap out. Then when we want to make a new drawing, for example, or maybe let's go to here, export. Now we want to export something. We have various features, JPEG, PNG, etc., DXF, so we can even send stuff to AutoCAD, which is cool. We can export the screenshot, the entire drawing, or so what does entire drawing mean? Well, I can also draw outside my page now. If I have like reference images here, but no, I only want to export just my page. And then I have abilities here to just export these things that way. Also plain paper or the paper stuff we have. And then you go to export, generates export, and then we could tell it, well, where it should go to. You noticed actually they call it screenshot, but maybe they should have called this more page. Yeah. No, actually, no. My fault. I have to ask them. Custom. Entire drawing. Screenshots. Ah, okay. There it is. So this only exports really what's on the page. Entire drawing. That then exports really everything that I drew. And when I, let's say, zoom in only, screenshot, then it's only that zoomed in view that it exports. When we want to make a new document, now we can click on this project or go back to the projects we have. Let's say here, new project, new drawing. And there we are. We can also manage everything when we upper left corner tap on this thing with the plus icon, and not plus icon, these 4 squares. And with your finger here, we can now go left and right. So this is the Welcome to Concepts project. And this is when we, with the finger, tap onto Untitled, we can call this glow location tags. Yeah, we can set this, we can give this a location. The nice thing is, actually a lot of architects work with concepts because you can work mobile, you can take photos, it can be all tagged, etc. And then I can share this later with AutoCAD or so, or just use it as a digital sketchbook. When I click on plus, you see down there it creates a new document. And up here then, after we made a new document, you see we have various menus, or we just go right back with this icon upper left corner to all this stuff. Okay. And I hold my finger onto this. Yeah. So this is actually where the delete button is. So welcome to concepts, double tap, then go here at the bottom, delete this project, delete. So now this is gone. Can we actually delete this project too? Yeah, and then we're just back to this welcome to concepts projects. Okay, this is everything about introduction, how concept works.